convey the message correctly. And then after understanding those patterns, try to use those patterns to demonstrate your thought and feeling. Okay. So you should be able to convey it properly in your personal as well as professional settings. Okay. It's very important for speaking where spontaneous reaction is expected, spontaneous reply is expected. And it would be challenging for many of you because you are not aware how to use English language in that proper proficiency. But the thing is, the more you develop it, the more confident you would become, the more um, fluent you would become to use that language. Okay. So it requires fluency, confidence, intonation, and expression. Okay. Fluency is something which comes natural. If you practice for a longer period of time, you would develop your fluency as well as confidence. But practice doesn't mean just to write. Okay. Practice doesn't mean just to speak with your friend. You have to speak in whichever opportunity you would get in your day-to-day life. Okay, not just for specific period where you have to give your assignment or group activities. There only you would speak in English. It's not like that. Okay, if you want to develop your communication in English, you have to practice it on daily basis. You have to speak as much as you can in English so that you would be comfortable. Your fluency would develop. Your intonation pattern would develop. Intonation patterns are a rising tone and falling tone in a sentence. Okay? You have to understand where to emphasize, where not to emphasize while speaking. Your accent is important. Which accent you prefer? Okay. What are your audience? Okay. Who are they? Okay. So you have to understand that and then speak so that there is no miscommunication. And there are various expressions, various phrasal verbs, idioms, which are used in such a way that it would be an effective way of putting forward your idea, whether it be writing or speaking. So you have to understand those patterns and practice on daily basis so that even from small group you can start, but after a while that confidence, that experience would help you to develop your confidence. Okay. So next skill is reading. Again, reading is also a receptive skill. Okay, you understand vocabulary, grammar, your sentence formation, sentence structures, context. Okay, accuracy leads to grammar and vocabulary. Okay, how language is used, what is language comprehension. So all those things would develop if you read. So try to develop reading. It would help you to have focus. Like in listening also you need focus. Similarly in reading also you need focus. It would develop your memory. So you have games, mind games or tongue twisters. Similarly here your memory would develop. If you remember on that page I have written this thing, on that page there is that written, so you would remember it. Okay, it would help you to develop your memory. It improves your analytical and critical thinking, which is very important. You have to analyze documents, you have to analyze your say coding, you have to understand where bugs are. Okay, so that critical thinking, that analysis can develop when you read. Okay, not just English, not just any particular subject. Reading is something which happens every day. Okay, textbook reading was there in your early life. So similar things should be continued in your later life also. You have to be a good reader to develop your critical thinking. Okay, it would help you to reflect on your actions and thoughts. So whether that thought is correct, whether it's good for me or it's bad for me, whether it's true or whether it's false, whether we should go forward with that plan or this plan. So all these things are analytical skills, analytical thinking. So you have to think and then respond, think and then react. So for that, reading would help you to understand life and how to move forward in life. Okay, strengthens your grammars, structures, and style. Okay, everyone has their unique style, unique way of living. Similarly, unique way of expression, unique way of communication. Some might be funnier, some might be very serious, some might be using very formal language. So it depends on your style. So you have to understand and be comfortable with it. So for that you have to read. Read and understand what is your style. Explore. There are various styles of communication. You would understand it when you read. Okay. So read for grammar, read for structure and styles. Then reading has 4 techniques: skimming, scanning, intensive reading, and extensive reading. Okay. Skimming is where you quickly go through it.